Hey guys, what's up? Pasay Baller here. We are now in this fourth game for January 9, 2023. This is the game between San Antonio Spurs and then the Memphis Grizzlies. That will happen at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. That's going to be 9 o'clock a.m. here in Manila. I'm just inviting everyone who have not subscribed yet to our YouTube account or YouTube channel, Pasay Baller. Please click on the subscribe button below. At the same time, hit on that bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever new videos are uploaded. The spread here given is -11, and that's given towards the home team, the Memphis Grizzlies. Right, so let's take a look at the standings and then the rankings of both teams. Both teams belong to the Western Conference. Starting off with the Memphis Grizzlies, they are at number 2 in the West with a record of 26 wins and 13 losses. You know what? They're actually tied with the Denver Nuggets, who's ranked at number 1 right now. So a win on this and say a loss of Denver would actually place Memphis Grizzlies at the number one rank of the West. While for their opponent, San Antonio Spurs, they are at number 14 in the West with a record of 13 wins and 27 losses. Right, so Memphis Grizzlies, they would have the home court advantage on this. In terms of fatigue, well, the Spurs would have the advantage on that because the Grizzlies actually played last night against the Jazz, wherein they actually won that one, 123-118. Now, in terms of momentum, that's quite obvious. We got to give it to Memphis Grizzlies because approaching this game, they are on a 6-game winning streak, and for their last 10 games, man, they have won 7. Now, if you take a look at the San Antonio Spurs, it's like the total opposite, man. Approaching this game, the Spurs are coming off a loss, and for their last 10 games, they have only won 3 times. And let's take a look at the availability of the players and the health of both teams, okay? Now, for the Spurs, Vassell is already confirmed out, while we have Pirtle and Johnson listed as questionable. Now, for Memphis Grizzlies, we have Danny Green still out, and we have Jamorant, Brandon Clark, and Steven Adams, all listed as questionable. So in terms of health, well, perhaps San Antonio Spurs would have a slight advantage because they only have 3 players listed down here, while the Grizzlies got 4. All right, I think this is a bit tough because of the spread that is given, which is 11 points. That's a bit high, right? But I don't want to overthink stuff, you know. If you take a look at it, Memphis Grizzlies, they are at home. Memphis Grizzlies, they got this, momentum coming in. 6-game winning streak, right? 6-game winning streak. That's correct. They got this motivation as to why they need this win, and that is to be on top of the Western Conference standings. And then again, looking at San Antonio Spurs, they are struggling. They're coming off a loss. They just won 3 out of their last 10. Vassell is out. That's their second leading scorer. Johnson and Pirtle, we don't know whether they would be suiting up or what. And again, Memphis Grizzlies, they can afford to miss a 1 or 2 of their starting units because again, Memphis Grizzlies is too deep, man. They have a lot of scorers, they have a lot of defenders. So my pick on this one would be Memphis Grizzlies, and I'm going to take the -11. That's a more reasonable. Way of trusting your money instead of trusting a struggling San Antonio Spurs. Even though it has a spread of +11, man, you don't even know whether Pirtle or Johnson will be playing. And again, man, they are just struggling for the past couple of weeks or so. So my pick would be Memphis -11. That's Grizzlies -11. Peace out, Pasay love, and God bless.